Hey, and welcome to the second episode of this seriously serious build series. And I got my order from Evans. Oh. This one I'm actually going to make a plug-in. I'm not going to do a battery. I'm going to plug her in. Not have to worry about those batteries running out. Got my 12 volt DC adapter. I bought some more wire. Twisted red and black, just like they do on their LEDs. Just so it's easier for me. I do have wire. It's just black wire. I don't know what I did with it. It's around here somewhere. It got jostled in the move. But much smaller, thinner wire here, this black and red. And it'll make it much easier to know which is which, instead of having to mark them all and worry about the marks, you know, coming off. And here's all my LEDs. And a switch. I got a black switch. Go with my black base. And I picked up some shrink tube, some different size shrink tube. Do not fall over. Rotary tool. Bunch of shrink tubing, very cool. I needed shrink tubing. And LEDs, tons and tons of LEDs. Lots of little LEDs. So I did order. Let's see if they have everything. I did order the 2 red one for the Impulse, and they sent it with this order. And because I had to order it separately, I had to calculate new shipping and all. They took the shipping off, and they just put it with this order. So that was cool of them. They didn't need to do that. They could have shipped it separately. Shipped it separately, but they didn't. Easier for both of us. Gave me my money back. Very nice. Alright, let's see what we have in here. 29 volts AC/DC. Do not use hot glue. It is too hot. So don't use hot glue. Whoops. Maybe that's what happened with my Falcon. I hot glued it to death. Okay. What do we have here? Looks like we have... here's my blue. Here's my teeny tiny blue for the Impulse crystal. That will be going in the Impulse crystal. Hopefully that's enough. Oh boy, it's kind of tiny. Kind of teeny. We'll see. What do we have here? The other blue, the 3mm. That might be too small too. Well, that's okay. That's okay. I could use this for the Impulse crystal because we'll see how much light this puts out. That's the 3mm. And that's supposed to go, where is it? And light this entire thing up. Oops, there we go. Little LED for this. We'll see how it does. It might be a little dark. I don't want this overly bright. And just notice that this isn't, the concaveness of the deflector dish is wrong. It should be more concave than that. That's another oopsie. But it does have the little lines it's supposed to have. Unlike the 350 version for some reason, which doesn't have these little lines. Even though they're clearly there in the motion picture all the way through. But yeah, that might be too small. I have to do some lighting tests. But it won't be too small for my crystal here. Right there. That'll be pretty good. And I'll use a 1mm. Well, for something. We'll see. I'll have to paint up stuff and do light tests. Let's see. Okay, let's keep stuff together and not lose things, because that's dumb. What else is in here? Come on. I like these little bags. Okay. Red. Quantity 2. Okay, here's my 2. Ooh, those are perfect. So I did want smaller ones for the Impulse engine, because they shouldn't be super bright. They should be kind of subtle. So those little small guys work just fine for my Impulse, which are... Impulse. Ah, there it is. Yeah. See, here's the impulse. You can see the two little, there we go, and there we go. And I don't want them over bright, as I said. Those little guys will do perfect inside here. Or roundabouts. I think I might make a light box around them because there's several other lights there in this area back here. Like that light there, and these two flashers here. So I might be light boxing a bunch of stuff up. There's my reds. Goody goody. It's like Christmas. Okie doke. Flashing sim chips. Chip LEDs. Quantity 3. Cool white. Okay, these are the flashing. These are the normal rate. Okay. These are the normal rate. The cool white fast flash. Okay. Good, I did that right. Oh my god. That's perfect. They're really tiny, guys, but that's what I need for these guys. Because in the motion picture, all the lights are flush. So that'll be perfect for just these, putting them right in between the two holes here, and maybe building a little block around them and letting it flash, letting one flash for two, maybe. So there's 3. Okay, there's 3. I'm trying to think of the other ones that normal flash. It's 1. Oh, the nacelles. I think the nacelles are a normal flash too. And then the 4 fast flash will be I think here. The one on the bridge, these 2 back here, and then there's one on the underside of this guy. So those are my fast flashers. That's right, 4 of those. Unregulated DC. What? Oh, it's regulated. Oh, okay. Oh, good. Okay. Oh, I thought I made a mistake. I did buy a regulated DC transformer. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So these are regulated. I bought the right ones. I got worried there for a second. I was like, oh, I have to buy everything all over again. Okay. So fast flash, my slow flash, confuse everything. I have to keep stuff organized, guys, or God knows it'll all. I'll just put this like this, and these will go right here. Just put these on top of here. Stupid. Okay, I got 2 Picto. Oh, those are tiny. Those are perfect again for the. Those are for, where are they? These little guys here. Oh, and that's, ooh, wow. Okay, I'll just have to drill a big hole. That's for these crystals on top here. Not to drill them through the bottom. That's great that they're so small. I can just put the wires right up, oops, on camera, into there. Perfect. Those are my blues. I got a green. I got the same size green that'll go on the, the starboard side, right? Yeah, the starboard side. Green starboard. And then I should have a red normal flash that goes on my port side. Ooh, don't do that. I got 2 warm white. Right here. The warm white. 2 warm white. 2 warm white. Oh, I know what those are for. Those are for the inside, well actually the outside of the nacelles, right here, to shine through down here. Remember, I should have wrote this down. If I was smart, I would have. And here we go. Our cool white nano, and I got 20 of them. And those are for, oh god, let me think. Those are the, okay, those nanos are really tiny. Tiny. Those are tiny. Okay, those are for all the little, the ones that go in here, the ones that go along the edge of the pylons, the ones that come out of this dome here, the ones that come out of the bridge. I think that's it. Because I got 2 for each of these, so that's 4, and then another 4, that's 8, and then 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. The neck is 17. And I think I got some extras just in case. That's why there's 20. Or I'll think of where else those other lights are. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 I count. Oh, 18 is the underneath the hull. There's one that shines underneath the hull. So there's that. I got my yellow, 2 yellow, quantity 2, quantity 4. Okay, these are for, those are tiny. Now what? I'm missing something. Okay, hold on. These are for the nacelle RTS thrusters, if I do those. These are for the these are for the golly, first the primary hull RTS thrusters, but I ordered fiber optics. I could have swore I ordered fiber optics. Okay, here's my wiring, all my lights. Huh, my switch, my shrink tubing. I could have swore. My flashers. Huh. Well, apparently I didn't. I could have swore it was on there. But I could have swore I ordered fiber optics. I really thought I did. Well, I'll have to order some fiber optics. But those are all the lights and everything I got currently. Yeah, I could have swore I ordered fiber optics. Huh. Oh well. I'll just do that. But those are all my lights, my power supply, my shrink tubing, my wiring, my switch. And that's approximately where they go. So now I can get started. I could start doing the strip lighting. I could start doing this lighting. And I said I was going to start with the nacelles. And I am going to start with the nacelles as far as lighting goes. So I will be back when I start with that, which is going to be a thing, guys. See you in a minute. Well, as I said, I was going to light the nacelles first. And the frustration is starting in. And it's a frustration of my own making. It's not the kid's fault, but it is the kid's fault, and I'm going to blame the kid. Because this kid sucks. Okay, so where do I start? Okay. These things fit worth crap. Let me show you how crappily they are. They're supposed to go like this. You see this little key right here to line the front up, and then the back has got this little ledge on it you're supposed to put over this. So, not too hard. And then this, of course, this is keyed in to the other side. You've got tabs and posts. And that's pretty easy. So, Yeah, and this fits horribly. Awfully. I'm really going to have to clamp the ever-living crap out of this in order to get it to the point where, oh man, look at that. God. And we're going to have to be careful while I clamp it because I'm noticing there's a... Hear the shelf? Can you hear the shelf? Yeah, I'm going to have to twist and bend this thing because it is not... it's not lining up very well, is what I mean. So, it doesn't look horrible once it's together, but there are problems. Mainly with this thing. I don't know if you can see this. Maybe you can, maybe you can't. Yeah, you can see through there. You can see through into the nacelle from that. And I've tried to push it, and you push it one way, and you push it another way, and you can still see into the nacelle. So I'm going to have to do something. I almost feel like building a shelf on the back of this piece right here. Like a, oops, Dremel stay. Back of this piece here to, or something. I don't know what I'm going to do. Yeah, I guess so. I guess it'd have to be right here. Right in here, there'd have to be a little shelf for it. Besides that, I have marked off, let's just ignore that one piece for the moment. I've marked off where the front two holes are supposed to go in Sharpie. You can see those two little black dots. Those are where they're supposed to go. Unfortunately, there is just no room. You can see where the black dot is. Now let's turn to the side. See how much no room you have? And also, this thing will be here too. So it's super no room to put that light. It's just, yeah, this thing is right behind there. So I couldn't even fiber optic that. I'd almost have to glue this into one side, or both sides. Or what I'd have to do is mock this up, tape it all off, mock it up, tape everything together, and then drill through, because I'm going to have to be drilling through the front grill piece here. And even then, after I drill those holes, lining it back up again once they are drilled would be a thing. So that's one issue. The other issue is, what I love-hate about this is the mold. You see those? See those things? Those things? That's how, that's where the mold, that's where the plastic goes in, I believe? It used to be on the outside, so they must have retooled at least the way the two-part molds go together. Because it used to be, and I could actually see it on my other kit that's over there, you'd see little dips. Like there's a dip back here, there's a dip right here. There's a dip where the mold came out. And as you can see, it looks like they reinforced that because you got these big old chunks of plastic, which is cool and which I don't mind in theory. But if you can see this, you can see through there, right? See that? That's where those grills go, right where those two big chunks of plastic are. So I'm going to have to hog these out and hog out a little bit of this. That's not a huge deal. It's just something that I have to do. The concerning factor on this is this right here. See this right here? Now, if you remember, I said there's a light right here that goes, you know, kind of illuminates. It's supposed to illuminate the grill, or at least part of the grill. And I really love that light, and I really want it, but look at that. Look at that big old chunk of plastic. So, I have no clue. And it's right there. And you can't even, it's not lined up with the angle. You see the angle of this? It's just a big chunk of plastic that's in there. So, part of me wants to just mask this off, get no paint, no primer, and no paint on there, and put a light on this side, you know, still light block it, and still hope the light goes through there, and at least illuminates a little bit of that. And I think that's going to be my best option, because I don't know how I'd start to remove the plastic. I'm looking at it. I don't know how I'd start to remove the... I mean, I guess I could grind it down. I could grind that off. But again, it's... it's just a big lump. There's no detail. So it's not like the opposite of this where I can go, oh, this is where I'm supposed to put the light. I can vaguely say that I put it here. These lights are no problem. And the RTS thrusters, I'm going to have to order fiber optic. That's just the thing I'm going to have to do. For these lights in front. It's just, there's no other way I can fit with this thing and with these. I can't fit a light in there. Or multiple lights. Which is kind of cool because all I have to use now is one instead of two lights. So I'm technically gaining LEDs? Question mark. So yeah, those are going to have to be fiber. I'm going to drill them through there, and I'm going to have to drill them through this thing. So what I'm thinking now is half assembling, putting this here, gluing that in, building a little wall back here, as I said that I might do. Now I'm decided to do it apparently, and then removing the plastic from this side. These two things here, masking off that. I can see through it. I can see through it on this side. Here we go. Masking off that right there from the inside. If I can kind of do that, I can see through it fine in these lights. I can see through it fine enough to go, okay, put masking tape and then cut around. Cut the angle and then cut down here. And you can see through it. Fine enough detail to do that. It's not gonna be fun, but I can see it to do it. These lights, no problem. I'm ordering. I have to remember this. I'm ordering. I have to order fiber optics, multiple sizes, because I don't know what else I'm gonna have to fiber on this thing. And then the cells are one thing, but I haven't tried to engineer anything else, so I don't know what's going to go wrong. I'm thinking 1 mil for these. These will probably be 1 mil, or maybe smaller than 1 mil. 0.5? I know they make a 0.5, so maybe 0.5 for these. I'm also going to order a micro crystal clear for the windows, and for when I was thinking about it, I was mainly thinking back here to crystal clear that puppy in there, that little guy right there, because I'm gonna put the LED behind there, put a little piece of, I think I can put a little piece of styrene in there, a little piece of this. It's the other thing I have to order. This is just flubber. It's flubber, that's what that is. This is just like stencil crap I picked up from Hobby Lobby. It's funny because they said Hobby Lobby has evergreen. Well, this is all they really have that was anything near close to evergreen. I'm going to have to order evergreen too, because I'm going to put a little bit of that in there. These lights are flush. They don't protrude. They're not that little, where even is it? God, I don't know. They're not the little knobs. Little nipples that are on here. It's just flush. Man, that's gonna be I'm just looking at this and I don't know. Can you guys see that? Can you see how not straight that is? And I'm not trying this. I'm just holding the two pieces together. If you notice towards the back there, hard to tell. It's hard to show, but that is not straight at all. You almost have to. You have to hold this, and then you have to twist this so this side comes up and this side goes down to get that level and flat. That's something I could also cure by, gluing it together and, taping it or clamping it. I've got a bunch of clamps. I could clamp it, what have you. But yeah. The RTS, that's the other fiber optic. I'm going to have to fiber optic the RTS. That's not a lot of There's not a ton of room on the inside of here either, because see, the RTS are on the other side. There we go, room. Not a lot of room. So what I want to do is just put my little tiny 1mm fiber optic here, or LED here, and then put my 2 fiber optics up to it, because there's one here and then one on the back. And then just kind of encase that in something. I'd probably tape. It didn't look neat on the Falcon, but that black electrical tape worked wonders for everything I needed it to do. So maybe I'll use that again instead of trying to tulip over the whole stupid thing or build a little light box, because again, there's not a ton of room in here. One thing I did do today that was success shaped is, and I just put another coat of clear on here because I'm being paranoid and overprotective. I did get these nice, flat, beautiful black on my grills. My grills are black. Beautiful. Beautiful, flat black. And these do, wrong side, go on top of these. They don't, you don't have to cut it out. You just put it on top. Which, thank God. Because then I could just paint this thing and then mask off the round here. And I don't have to be super, I will for the end, but not for the sides. I don't have to be super accurate with my masking on the outside, because the grills are going to be there, which is really nice. And I'm not sure if the crystals are black, or are supposed to be black, but I kind of like the idea of the contrast to the white. The black to the contrast to the white. So, and I know the grills for the impulse engine, I know those are black. Since these things, I figured out where they go for reals this time. Let's see. Yes. Come here, you guys. Okay, so I thought they went. What the heck is that? Anyways, I thought they went along the edges. Yeah, or sorry, the edges here, and they were the duck egg blue part. No, these things are actually the inner inserts. Can I? Where is it? Where are you? Where are you? Easier to show on this side, maybe. Oh, these are. Where are these? Where is it? Oh yeah, I guess it's hard to see. These are those things are inserts for the inner black parts of the edge here. They kind of go inside the edge. If you put these two halves together, there's an inner edge here. My fingernails on. That's where they attach, and you can see it goes from here to here, and there's another one here, and there's another one down here. So that's where they go. That's really cool. I didn't expect that kind of detail for that part, but I love it. So that's where those things go, and they are black, and all this stuff is pretty much black. So it looks great. The flat black I used was just just primer from Rust-Oleum. This is some of the best flat black I've ever used. If you're going for rattle cans, I mean, look at that. It does have a little bit of a shine to it because of the flat coat or the matte coat, but that is flat black, like you really nice flat black. So that is that's where we are. Is nacelle. So what I can do is remove all the plastic from the inside of here. Kind of sand this and get it ready. Mask this off. I can even get some painting done while I'm waiting for my fiber and my crystal clear. And what else was I going to get? Crap, I already forgot. My brain. The other thing I wanted to point out, I don't know if I pointed this out, but everyone has these wrong. I've looked at tons of screenshots. I probably have pointed this out, but these are copper, and everyone says they're copper. They're not copper. They're black, and the raised edges are copper. That's all that's copper. So there. But I'm going to get back to work. I'll check you guys when I check you guys. See you in a minute. Alright, I'm working on the cells. I ordered my fiber optics in, let's see here, 0.5, 1, and 2 millimeters, because I'm not quite sure what I'm going to use where. Because I am going to need more for the RTS thrusters that are on here, and they're, you know, on the edge. So, I got the material removed from inside here that I needed to. There were those things there. So I removed that. So let's see. Can you even see it? Light shines through there and you don't see the stupid things anymore. You don't see any marks like in here. I also removed a little bit more material just to help light transfer through there. I also drilled out my holes for these two lights and the RTS thrusters. These were not fun with a pin vise because it's a lot of plastic to go through that little fin tail there. And the thing about these is they cross over each other on the inside of the plastic. There's one here. You can see that? I can't even see that. You see that? And there's one on the side. And when I put the fibers through, this fiber is going to cross this fiber. So if I cross them, if I put a little bit of fiber here and the longer one here, I can just light it. The light will come through this one if I don't block the other one, as a light block it. And I'll have to use one LED to light both these thrusters up. And for these up front, I do have the outboard one pointing forward, which was not fun to try to drill straight on a curved surface. That was not enjoyable. The other one is, of course, facing an angle facing inward towards the ship. That one, when I did it, I had to remove a little bit of the plastic from the front of this grill in order to create enough room for the fiber optic to fit. So let's see if I can show this off. There is a little bit of that front there missing to make room for the hole. Or rather for the fiber that's going to go into the hole front. So that's what I've been doing today. The next thing I do is I do need to figure out what I'm going to do with these crystals. I do have lights for them. And I'll have to look. I think they're there's somewhere around here. I think they're 1 millimeters. So I can just bore out a hole, mask this off, just put a little masking stuff on it. I did mask this off. And before I forget, I masked this off. And it's just the top of the crystal that's lit. It's not the surround. At least I don't think it is. It looks to be mostly the top. And I masked that off with a little bit of glue. What I did is put some Elmer's into that divot until it filled it to the top and then let it dry. And all I need to do is, when I need to unmask, is just pop that out with a hobby knife or a toothpick or anything. And that's a perfect mask. So I think that's maybe what I'm going to do. Now, it's too complex a surface, and there's curves, and there's the divot here, and then there's this. So I'm going to have to old school mask this off with just some tape. That's not a huge problem. But yeah, I'm going to mask this off. I think I'll drill from the bottom. Hopefully get a nice straight drill. And then it'll just be the LED mounted up here with some super glue, and run the wires down at the bottom and then out the side or whatever. I still don't know what I'm going to do about this. Oh, the light that goes down here. I really want to do it, but that's just... How do I even... I was thinking about removing some of the plastic, and that's all fine and good. But you really can't see, and you can from the backside. If you look in the light, you can kind of see where that line is right here. You can kind of see that through the other side. But as I'm looking through this light over here, there's just so much plastic there that, I don't know. I'll have to think on that for a little bit while I do this other stuff. And I'm going to start masking off the inside here and the outside. I'm going to get a coat of primer on here, see all I need to do as far as fixing anything. Where this thing snapped off, where I nipped it off, the tree, it's not this one, it must be this one. There are divots, huge, but that's going to be filled when I fill in the gap, or fill in the seam. I should be able to take care of those. I think they're on both, yeah, they're on both sides. It somehow divoted in. So that is where I'm at with these. I will catch you when I have more substantial work done. Be back in a second. Alright, I've got the outboard nacelles in primer and light blocking on the inside. One more coat to go, and then I'm going to flip them over and paint the other side up. Right now I am masking off these, the inside, the important ones, for paint. And I'm masked off the outside of this first with just some blue masking tape so that I can put light through the back side of this. Let's see if they can see that. There you go. And get a nice clear line for my internal masking. See that? A nice clear line for that. And it's pretty easy. Just put some masking tape over this. And then I burnished it with my fingernail or with a toothpick here. Really easy. Just take the toothpick along the edge. And it's really nice that these have nice clear edges. Thank God for small favors. And we can just push the toothpick along that edge. And it creates a nice line so that I can go in with my X-Acto blade and I got a nice clear line where I need to cut. And these, because I have the photo etch, don't have to be 100% perfect. The other thing is, if you just wanted to use this blue to light your engines, you could. It shines through here pretty nice. The light does. It's hard to get a light from behind it. This light over here does it. And you can kind of see that. But it does give a nice blue effect. And if I was going to do that, what I just do is continue burnishing inside these inner lines. Where is one? So we can find one here. Here we go. And I get the masking tape deep inside all these crevices here, like this. So that it would light nice and evenly. And I'd put blue tape on the other side so that you're going to get a nice rich blue. You can see those lines are burnished in there. On the other side though, I'm going to be masking off instead of with just this, because you don't get a really fine line with masking tape. I've got some testers, basically, well, what is this? This is just masking. It's masking tape, but it's like pinstripe tape basically, and it's vinyl, so it's tough, and it creates a nice line on the outside. This you can get a little bleed through, even if you are as careful as I am and you're doing that burnishing thing and you're just putting it down perfect. You can still get a little bleed through if you get heavy with your paint, which is why this stuff is really nice for fine lines. And I just got the 3-pack here. It comes in different sizes. Actually, I could probably use these. The other thing I did was these guys. I drilled these guys out. And these are the grills that go in the front, and this is the warp crystal that's lit. I drilled it out, and right now it's got glue inside there, and it's drying for my mask. Because these things get painted multiple colors. Okay, the grills on the inside are flat black, and then this is white along the edge, this is white back here. This cross member is actually gray because it lines up with this cross member right here, which is also gray. This one here had a when I pulled it off the tree, it took some of the plastic that was part of this off with it, so I've got some putty drying on there. And how I drilled these out without drilling through them is I got my little pin vise. I measured the distance, and then I just put tape where I wanted my stopping line to be. I learned that from was it Hot Wheels detailers or customizers. I was like, that's a good idea. I think I'll borrow that one. So that's where I am at with this right now. I'm gonna continue masking and hopefully by the end of the day get a coat of paint on here and maybe even try a little strip light on the inside of here, see what it looks like. I'll be back when I'm further along. Oh, I've got some more done on my nacelles. I've got the photo etch grills installed here, and they're looking pretty nice. I got the paint, I got the white paint, I got the paint on the back, I got the masks off, and I'm just about to light up, or attempt to light up one of these nacelles. And then I've got this. I still haven't painted the white on this. It's just primer. So I've got my lighting strip with 9 LEDs here. I got my solder with rosin in it. I got my wires here. I got my soldering iron heating up. We're going to see if we can do this. Now, let's see if I can zoom in. That's not the right way. On what I'm doing here. Let's see. Alright, we kind of have that. Let's see. There. There we go. Oh. Crap. There. Now you can see the LED, the wire, the negative and positive. What I did is these things have negative positive terminals at the end of each one, but they're way too close together for me to solder and not have them connected to each other. So I took a little scissors and separated them, or actually I took my hobby knife and separated them. And now I've got my positive and negative wires, which I stripped. And I've got them lined up here, and we're going to try and solder this and see me fail. And oh, that's in the way. How are we going to do this on camera? Okay, I can't even do this off camera. So basically I'm heating up the wire. That's the first thing I want to do is heat up the wire. And you can't see that at all. Okay, how about this? You see that I'm just touching it to the wire, the soldering iron. Just want to heat it up a little bit. And I'm bringing my rosin core. Well, it does have rosin core in it. Let's see if we can't heat that up a little more. My thumb is in the way. This is not the easiest thing to do on camera. Get my head down in here. Okay. Come on. How's that little puppy? There we go. Little dot of solder right there. It's perfect. Now, I don't even know if you guys saw that, but I hope you did. I hope I got that on camera, because that's like the best I've ever done that. So now I'm going to line up the negative terminal here with my hand in the way. Sorry about that. Kind of got to do this like this. Alright, let's get you over there. So let's take this piece of tape off. Hand in the way. I'm so far zoomed in I can't even tell, what's what here. Do I have a... Yes, I do have a tweezers. Let's do this. Okay, you
No.
Yes.
Your hands are. I'm sorry, guys.
Well, you just sort of saw me do that one, so let's just do this one from back here.
You're not gonna see much, but trust me, I'm soldering. No lies. Attempting to solder. Come on, buddy, get over there. Come on, guy. All right. You stay
Right there. That's perfect. And we're going to heat up that wire again. You got to heat up the wire. Got to heat up that little wire.
just with the tip of my solder. Please don't do that. It just came off. There we go. That wire up. Here you don't. That's why helping hands are so nice. I don't know why I don't have any. Whew, that's hot in there. Alright, we're gonna try it like this. No, we're not. You're gonna be a jerk. Oh my God. Just stay right there, buddy. I'm melting the tape, that's the problem. So it doesn't want to stay in position. Let's see if we can do this. It's hot down here, it's like a sauna. Come on. 3 more pairs of hands. Nope. Almost hit it. Alright, let go of the wire. Oh, dang. Whew. Oh, okay. Well, I soldered the wire onto the solder.
Oh, you guys can't see any of that. Good.
because I've not been failing. I've been doing this successfully. It's been going awesome. Come on. Come on, you. Oh. Almost. Gosh darn it. Oh, man. Alright, I have some solder on there. Let's see if I can... Ow, burning. Hurts. Oh, you bastard. The first one went perfectly. Now this thing's just giving me problems. Come on, melt it down. Come on, we're so close. Woo! Burning finger. Come on, you little jerk. Oh my God. Just melt the solder. There we go. Oh.
Oh, okay. I'll be right back.
Well, it's not the neatest soldering job, but we do have some lights.
You see those little LEDs going on off, blinky, blinky, blinky. So I'm going to put them in here and just take a look at what they how they are and how bright they are against the grill here. Be right back. Well, this might be a little difficult to see, but Yeah, you can see that. There we go. That grill is lit up, and it's just white for right now. Oh, and it went out. Oh, it's back on. Let's see if we can get some more lights off, actually. Let's see if that helps. Go off. Yeah, you can see. If it doesn't go off. There you go. And that's just, again, that's just white. I will be painting that. Yeah, you can see when it goes off how bright it is. I'll be painting those purple. So that's the chiller grills? Question mark. That's those lit up on one. Yeah. Now I have to do the second one. Hopefully the paint won't come off here. I'll have to mask that off again. Yikes. Yeah, I've had to paint this twice. I'm still getting weird paint smudges from something. I'm not sure what. Well, let's let that. Gotta let that dry. So that's just one strip of. Got 9 LEDs in there. That's what that brightness is. And I was doing some testing with this one here. This is my test strip. And it is actually, let's see. I did make these, I did paint these up. Let's see. Oh, that's right. And I accidentally reversed the, reversed the wires. Come on. Come on off. See if I can do this. If you can see the purple. So that transparent purple I bought is going to work pretty fine. I can put it doesn't even look like purple on camera, but it's purple. Trust me. Especially compared to these. You can see it back here. Look more purpley. But it does give a nice purple glow to the engines. Really hard to do it like that, but so, and this is just 2 coats of purple. You can see the purple on the LEDs maybe. Yeah, you can see those are painted up purple. So that's that. Now I can just go in and hot glue. That's the word I'm thinking of. Hot glue this into here and call that a day, because that one's done. I'm still waiting for my fiber optic to get here for these little guys up front, if you can see those windows. Or windows. Where those little lights go. There you go. And yeah, so I need fiber for those and for the RTS, which are on these guys right here. And I still need to paint these. This is just primer, and I have to mask off, of course, the grill, the outside grill here. I'm not gonna light I'm not gonna light this. That goes along here. It's just too much of a pain. I'm gonna do it on my 1/350th for sure, but it's just too much crud in the way. It's unfortunate, but I will be able to get the rest of the lights in here. And yeah, crystals, the floodlights, the chillers, the RTS. But again, I'm waiting on the fiber I ordered, which I thought I ordered, but I didn't order. So that's not going to be here till into June, apparently, according to it always shows up earlier, but so this might not be done here. But I'm going to get to work, and I'm going to start painting these and installing this light where it's supposed to go. And I'm going to do up the other one. I'm going to solder up the other one. So I will see you guys when I have a little bit more work done on these. Hey, I'm about to solder up the other LED strip for the grills here. I thought I'd take a moment to talk about wire stripping first. I bought this nifty wire stripper from Walmart. The only problem is the smallest one, wires go right through it. This is for more like house wiring and stuff like that, which is nice to have because I'm going to have to use it for various projects. But when I was a kid, and I just remembered this while doing this wire stripping, while doing this soldering. But when I was a kid, I used to like to build my own models, and I'd put engines in them, and I wanted to wire up the engines to the batteries. So I needed to. My dad wouldn't let me use his wire stripper, so what I did is I did have access to a little clipper here, and all I do strip the wires is I would kind of pinch them where I wanted the wire, just a little bit, just a little pinch, and then I'd rotate the wire on the inside of here, cutting the rubber, and then just pull it off. As you can see, that wire is stripped. That's a poor man's, that's the ghetto wire stripper, your clippers. So I'm gonna keep on keeping on. I'll be back when I got something to show. Well guys, I got all the LEDs mounted inside the nacelles here. I got the nacelles painted up. I still have to do detail paint. I still have to fix stuff. There's stuff in there that needs to be fixed and painted. But I did hot glue these in here. And I did install the little crystal LEDs into these guys. And let's see if little microscopic, I think they're a Pico? Very small. Let's see if I can get this going. Because this is pretty awesome. There we go. That, out of that tiny little LED, like near microscopic LED. That's pretty amazing. But those are done. I still have to do some painting and some light leak I have to fix on, well, not this one, but the other one. This one here. And I got that mounted in, and yeah, that's, I overglued it. Dang it. Oh well. I'll bring that. It looks glossy. I'll have to bring it down. I super glued a little bad in the wrong spot, but you can see I installed that in there just to see what it'll look like. And I haven't got my fiber yet. Still waiting on my fiber. The one thing I'm waiting for. I got everything else. I got my nifty canopy glue. I got my awesome polystyrene, which I still have to install some styrene. I have to paint some black and install some right here, because otherwise you could see through it. And maybe, yeah, you can still see through it. Just a little, you know what? I might be able to tulip that. I think I'll tulip that from the back. It's not as bad. Once I got the paint on there, it got a little thick paint on there. It really brought that down. So I'm looking at it here going, you know, you can kinda, but not really. If I tulip that edge, that'll fix that up. So polystyrene, I still got this. This is awesome. So I got some strips, and I got some sheets. I got some thick sheets here. What are these? These are 0.40, 1.0 millimeter. Yeah, this is 1 millimeter, and then this is 0.5 millimeter. So I got a bunch of styrene to do some scratch building with. I'm going to actually mock one of these up, and I'll be right back and show you what this looks like so far. Well, I got everything kind of temporarily put together, and I discovered that the wires for the crystal are not going to be long enough. I'm going to have to do something about that. But as you can see, that crystal is super bright. It's not that blown out in person. It's just this nice, awesome little blue glow. And as you see, you can still see a little bit in there, but not much. And that purple is perfect. It's not blown out. It's just nice and subtle. And not coming off on the camera very well, at least from my angle. It looks pretty good. Looks just the right amount of light I wanted coming out there. Because most people just blow it out like it's some kind of giant spotlight. But I wanted it subtle. I wanted that bright though. And it is. And I totally forgot I could have put the blinker in there. But we'll have to say that for next time. So, still working on the cells. Next time, hopefully I'll have my fiber in and I can get the rest of that done. It's been kind of one of those progress by millimeters week where I had to paint and mask and wait for it to dry and solder and do all sorts of stuff. I worked on this every day and it felt like I got nowhere. So hopefully next week is more fruitful, and I hope to see you guys then. Take care.